good morning to Dr. Skinner and fellow students who are taking this class. Today, Mike, Wani, Jason, and Brittany, and I will be presenting graphology. So here's a fun fact about graphology. Graphology can reveal a person's character, and nothing is hidden from the trained eye. Graphology can see the best and also the worst in a person. So graphology, in definition, is the study of combination of human personality through handwriting. You can tell a lot of things through a person's handwriting. Everyone's handwriting is just like fingerprints. We all are unique in our own ways. Even twins don't even have the same handwriting or the same fingerprint. That shows how unique our handwritings are. And not only you can determine a person's personality through handwriting, you can also determine the person's mental or psychological state of their time of writing. So that shows that graphology is very unique compared to the other psychology tests that you take online. So one of the main purposes of graphologists is to look inside into some of the following, which is the mood of the person, the motivation, aggression, intelligence, and emotional stability. So graphology plays a very important role as it will examine and introduce handwriting for signs depending on the reason behind their involvement in a particular investigation. It also helps to determine the criminal's personality is like, their social standing, their self-esteem, how they think, how they act, and many more. So to begin with, Wani will explain the function of graphology.
So I'll be talking about the function and the application of graphology. The function of graphology is used as an attempt to determine the personality traits and details about an individual based on their handwriting, whether they are a socially active person or a loner. So there are many applications of graphology, but I'll be sticking with 3 that appear interesting to me. So the first one is the marital compatibility. So when you are in a marriage with someone, that means that you will have to live with someone who have a different personality than you. So graphologists can help you to understand the different personality which can affect the marriage and each other. And the second one is the employment profiling. So background check and general work skill in the worker. So in an organization, they will check to see whether you are competent to work in a spontaneous situation or in a pressurized event. And the third one is the medical diagnosis. So there are various factors that can affect the handwriting, such as the speed, the size, the form, and the pressure. So the graphologists will look into those factors to diagnose the medical condition, because they will look into the motor controls as well to see if they have any medical illnesses, then they can diagnose the medical. Next, I will pass it to Michael to talk about the history of graphology.
So, not to be confused with a lot of things, we understand the graphology study of psychology and as well as the writing as well in combination of itself. So we already learned a few things from our lecture, which is from Miss Amy itself. So we have studied each of them, Aristotle, Egyptian, the Romans. We didn't know what they are, the definition of each culture, each era in graphology. But we don't understand is how those eras actually contribute to now future study and also the understanding of graphology in a way that we're actually right now using as a psychologist. So of course there are 5 main daddies of psychology when it comes to these kind of things, but the main one is from France. You know, when we come to psychology, we have the father of psychology, which is Sigmund Freud. In graphology, we have our own father of psychology itself, which is from France, Abbé Jean-Hippolyte Méron, which is actually the one who invented graphology, the term itself, and also he has his own date of graphology, which is on the 21st of November itself. And we also have Jules Kripke-Jamin, which is from the 1859, which is more applied on psychology itself, which is the analysis of theories itself, determine whether the person has those characteristics on graphology. And we also have the Ludwig Klages, which is from the German philosopher, which also apply the same thing, but it's more deeper in the writing of the characteristic of the graphology itself. We have Max Huber, which is the one who conjured the psychoanalysis, kind of familiar with Freud, which actually applied the theory of symbolic and space. It's more like a projection. And lastly, we have the Girolamo Moretti, which is the one who actually published a book, which is the Manila di Graphologia, which is more likely to be about graphology in his country, Italian. I'll be next passing to Jason, which is the study of handwriting.
So I will have an analysis of handwriting. So as we know that handwriting, graphology, handwriting analysis will review the personality traits. So let me get some example. Like size of the letter, space, pressure, and router and pointer letter, and handwriting select. Because all of us, we have our own writing style. So that means we have different personality traits. So thus due to our we have a limited time. So we just discuss some examples like side letter. Who have a big size of letter, the person will be outgoing, will be big personality. Who are small letter, they will be focused and concentrate easily and shy. So not only here, we also have how the letter look for, how the T look for. So this will help the forensic scientist to detect the false document. First, they will be analyzed. Sorry. Handwriting analysis in two phases. There is a hardware and virtual explanation of writing. Hardware will be inks, pens. What pen they use, what pens they use, what paper they use. So what's the explanation of writing? Like what I'm saying just now, the writing characteristic. So, and what the forensic scientists analyze, what's that the forensic scientists to analyze the writing characteristic. First analysis, the second step comparisons and evaluations. So they will analyze the non-writing sample and non-writing sample for distinctive characteristic. The second step, comparisons. They will differentiate element from whole sample. For example, they will differences, spelling, grammar, and punctuations. And the last step will be evaluations. They will evaluate the similarity of both sample. They also will, if the sorry. So if there is not different, so it's a good indication of a no match. So if you free for trust for the false document. So sorry.
So to conclude, although graphology can be useful, its ability to accurately determine one's ability or personality may be questionable, and this is because personality traits vary between individuals. So it's not easy to accurately say that this person is their handwriting is means that they're this kind of person. Thank you.